Oh, here we are. Okay. Live. Here we are. Hi, my name is Sibyl Harmony, and this is a live video, whether you're watching it live or on rebroadcast. You'll still get the effects of healing, and we're still going to be sending the world or somebody a healing. My guides are telling me we are clearing fear, and also we are about receiving abundance. So allowing ourselves to connect with the divine feminine and the receptive energy, which increases our psychic abilities, our intuition. You all have abilities, so don't try to tell me. You all have thoughts and feelings, so we all have some intuition or some gifts. You do. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and start this. And so what we are doing is we're going to sit and run our energy first. Hi, there's somebody coming in. And I was a few minutes late, but I wanted to do this at 12 o'clock because it's a 12-month. Hi, Nancy, Jamie, Patricia. Hello. Okay. So if you missed the first part of this, hopefully you'll go back and catch it on rebroadcast so you know what we're doing. But as I said, we're going to do Linda, Patricia. Okay. Hi. Yeah. So we're going to do a healing for ourselves, and we're going to be clearing fear. And you might say, well, I don't have any fear, but it's kind of, it could even be unconscious. But so we're just going to clear that away, and we can clear it away for other people as well. We're not going to do it. We're going to have the guides come in and the angels and do that. And I'll explain, wow, there's lots of people coming in. Cool. Okay. So I'll explain how we're going to do this. So you didn't miss anything. If you're just coming in now, I've just been talking about what we're going to do, cleaning fear, manifesting. And what I like to do is I like to call in the guides to give you all a healing to help you become familiar with them. So we're going to talk a little bit about who the guides or the angels are, because it makes it easier for you to do this when I'm not there. And also when you're healing the world or other people, we want to call in the archangels and the guides, and we'll talk about who they are, like I said, in a few minutes. But so you want to call in them because you could do it yourself if you want the experience. And I've been trained in both ways, but I found that it's easier to have guides and angels do it, especially when you're healing the whole world, because it's like too much for one person to do that. Wow, lots of people are coming in. I'm loving this because I want everybody to get a healing. Merry Christmas. You didn't miss anything yet, really. We haven't really gotten started. I'm just going to give people a chance to kind of tune in here. And I've just been talking about just the general things about what we're going to be doing, healing ourselves, creating, manifesting, and then divine energy, the divine feminine, receiving, improving our gifts. And we all have gifts. We all have intuitions and feelings. And then we're going to be sending a healing to the world. Actually, we aren't. We are going to be the channels for which the guides work through. So that'll be really fun and interesting. I do classes and have groups, and I will be putting, there's one on my website that might have some room, and there is other classes and groups coming up that I'll be announcing on my channel, or that you can find on my website, which is, okay, it's the camera, which is right here. And so you can check out my website and just go to groups and events, and you'll find what groups and events I'm doing. And so let's just talk about a little bit about who the guides are, because I mean, you could use your own energy to heal the world or other people, but it could be, it's like exhausting to me. I don't like doing it. I like to let the guides do it, because we still want to kind of let go after that, because we don't want to be, when we're doing a healing or a prayer for people, it's always this or something better, because we don't always know the best solutions for others or what they're learning. And you can't take away somebody's lessons. But so when we use a guide, we're going to let them go in and do the work. I love it. It's a lot more, it's easy for me, and it's a more powerful healing. So I am going to work with, talk about some of the guides that we're going to be bringing in, and that will assist you. If you have your own personal guide that you want to work with, that's fine. I probably wouldn't work with your dad or your grandmother or something, because although they may watch over and protect you depending upon your relationship with them, they're not really trained as a multidimensional healer the way an archangel or an ascended master or a healing guide is trained. Some of the guides that I work with and I work with all different guides. I work with a goddess energy, Ishtar. She's more for your own personal healing. She's not really going to heal the whole world. That's not part of what she does, but you can call her in to heal yourself. And so I see her as a lavender and a white color. And I was in ancient times a part of the circle of the Babylonian and Sumerian goddesses. I was not very well known. There were hundreds of them, so I'm not trying to brag or anything. I was the goddess of dawn. Was my name. So it's just kind of a very elemental, fun space for me to be connected with her, although she's very powerful. So any woman can call her in. Any of these guides, anybody can call in, because they're here to help people. They don't judge us. They love us unconditionally. And there are many kinds of, I don't want to get into religion, but so this isn't about religion. They're archangels. Now, the archangels were here before the time of religion. Many people associate Archangel Michael, say, for instance, with Catholicism. Sorry, I can't say that for some reason, which actually comes out of Egyptian spiritual trainings and teachings. And so I see Archangel Michael as a very bright blue light that's so bright it's almost purple, and sometimes with gold sparkles. And so he is one of the main angels that's here specifically helping humans, and he'll help anyone who asks. He can be multidimensional. He can appear before you and hundreds and thousands of people at the same time. He is a healer. He clears fear, and he's also the patron saint of military or police or fire, who's ever saving the day. So he's good to call if you're afraid, or to clear lower energies, or if I'm driving and I feel lost in the dark or alone. I call him in, and I see him in front of my car, like if I'm driving at night, as a blue light flying ahead of me. It's really cool. So that's my experience with him. And I have had past lives as a knight or something. You don't have to know your past life. You can call in Michael, because he's here to help people. He's specifically part of the archangels, where their job is specifically to help humans. Like I said, they're non-denominational. They're just here to help humans. So he clears fear, lower energies. He's the big, strong, come to the rescue guy. He has a big sword. I'll show you some pictures of him. Here's a picture of Archangel Michael. And there is, here's another picture of Archangel Michael. So he looks kind of like a knight there. Or you may see him like this. And he can be, I have other pictures of him as different races. So he's not necessarily, so here he is, an Asian Archangel Michael. So he can look like a light being. There's a lot of gold light. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. So he comes in different ways. Oh, and we have to do the Jesus energy too, not because I'm religious, but here's the kind of a color I see around Michael. Here's another picture of Michael, and he has the torch of light, plus he has a sword, the healing sword, to cut away fear. Now, I want to show you this sacred geometry symbol for Archangel Michael, and it's also used by other archangels. Metatron, who is actually the prophet Eunuch, who's probably Middle Eastern or Jewish, I don't know. We're not going to get into the races like that. But you see this star here? It's let me hold it where people can see it. Come on. Why isn't my camera? All right. So below this picture of Archangel Michael, it's not coming in very clearly. There's two triangles that create a star. And so this is part of healing with sacred geometry, which is really good for women around this time of the year. I'm looking for another picture of Michael, of the star of Michael. And of course, I'm not seeing it here. I might see it with, here's a more African American or colored looking, if that helps you relate to Archangel Michael. Okay, so he's not a race, he's not a religion, he's a light vibration. And so we're going to work with him to clear fear, and he will work in tandem with your guides if you have healing guides that you're already working with. And I want to call forward some feminine energies, but I want to also connect to and talk about Archangel Metatron. And so Metatron, here's a picture. Some people see him like this in a lavender color. I usually see him in watermelon colors. And so he comes in to help people ground and help people who are dealing with depression. He works with teenagers who are having, or anybody who's having a mental issue like post-traumatic stress or depression or fear, anxiety. He helps us to really get grounded. So I'll show you a picture of grounding from my book in a few minutes. And that will help you. I think the visuals help. So we're going to call in Metatron for grounding, because when you receive a healing or you give a healing, and we want to be connected to the earth. The earth is actually the feminine energy, where the more cosmic energy is the male energy. And once again, I'll show you a picture of that in a few minutes. I also want to call in, this is from my book. I have Melchizedek, who's actually, I think he's Jewish. It was in Jerusalem. He is a shaman, and it has, that's how you spell his name. And so he was an earlier incarnation, some people believe. Maybe Buddha was an earlier incarnation of the divine spirit that came here as Yeshua. And we are in the time of Christmas. So I love to bring the energy of Yeshua. Okay, let me back up. I'm not sure of a color from Melchizedek. I mentioned him in my book, but I actually work with the Christ energy more, which I see as a light blue, sparkly sky blue with a yellow around gold. And that's how I connect in with Jesus, which is a very powerful manifesting and healing energy. We could just do a Jesus alone, but we're going to do multi-dimensional healing today. Okay, and so let's just connect with a few more masters. I'll show you your own masters. I'll show you the picture of the energy field, and then we'll get started with the healing. So we have Yogananda. So we have Jesus is a part of the Christos, which are beings who are yogi gurus. This is a very beautiful picture of a young man here, a yogi. So you can call in the energy of Yogananda. Oh, Babaji. This is Babaji. That's a very, is he still here? I don't know. So these are part of the Christos, which is the way that I was trained, was Jesus and these gurus and these ascended masters that were here, that are here helping us in spirit form, and they're very powerful healers. So here is Mother Mary over here behind me. So she is the Divine Mother. She is really good for healing women's issues. I also see her, or for children, for small children, Mother Mary is very good. I didn't have a good relationship with my mother growing up. She was alcoholic. I love her, and we've since made up. and she's not a bad person. She just didn't know how to be a mother or love me. And so I picked a mother like that so I could love myself. Anyway, that's another story. Mother Mary helped me to reparent myself and heal myself. And she also helps when you have young children. She also helps with manifesting. And I see her as the same vibration, the Arcturian vibration of the sky blue with the gold as Jesus, except Jesus usually comes in on my right or people's right side because it's the male side. And Mother Mary comes in on the left side because she's a female. That's the female side. Okay. I also work a lot with Magdalena, who is a magenta color, Mary the Magnificent, Magdalena, about empowering women. And I have a statue of her, but it's not here in this room. But she's a magenta color, and she's very good for empowering, they're all good for developing psychic abilities, for manifesting. She's very good. And I work with Kuan Yin. This is Kuan Yin. And Kuan Yin, so this is a Michael statue here. This is Kuan Yin, the Buddha of compassion. She does amazing healings. If you want to call her in, she has her lucky dragons helping her. And you can work with animal totems if you're connected like that to Native American or other elemental cultures where you are using healing dragons or you have an animal totem and they can bring you messages and or healing if they're like that. And I have Owl coming in, which is a communicator and the sign of the psychic. All right. So there are many different guides that you can call on. I wish I had a picture of Magdalena. Where's my Magdalena? Let me see if I can find that while I'm sitting here. Oh, there's Maui, the earth energy. Okay. So if you want to really get grounded and connect into the earth, here is the goddess, the Peel, the volcano goddess, very powerful healing energy from Hawaii. Egyptian goddesses. Okay, this is a healing mat. I don't work with her as much. Here we are, Magdalena. There's a picture of Magdalena. So she's really about love. Mother Mary is probably the most loving. Mother Mary and Jesus are the most loving energies in the spirit world, compassionate and loving. But all right, so I don't have a picture of Ishtar. I do. Some of my clients work with white Tara or green Tara, the healing Buddha, so you can call them in for healing for the planet or for yourself. All right, let me see if I have Ishtar here because I just want to show you a picture. Here she is. Very powerful goddess. She told me she's not doing healings for other people. I'm like, okay, but she'll do it for you, for just if you call her in for yourself, if you feel drawn to Ishtar. Very powerful goddess. The goddess of love and war. So winning or stopping, bringing peace might be more what it's called now. Okay. Very powerful, beautiful goddess. Okay. So that's a lot. And I don't know if anybody has any questions about this, but you can also leave questions in the comments. And if you're coming in late now, I was just talking about what ascended masters and guides were calling in. So just go from here, and then you can go back if you want to get more information about what guide you were calling in. But the most important thing with energy is just to do it. So we're going to move ahead and we're just going to do this. And we haven't actually started the healing yet. So I want to show you now from my, I'm talking a lot. Let me get grounded and start to send you some love, send you some samadhi. Okay. Yeah, we're going to do amazing healings. Okay, we're going to get back into this space in a minute. This is my book, and it's an energy diagram here. Sorry, where you can see a person. Let's see, not that side. This. Okay. where you can see the earth energy. So we're going to bring up, there's a person there, a body. So we're going to bring up the earth energy through the grounding cord that comes up into the feet and the tailbone. So you see a person there with an aura. They have chakras that are the 7 major chakras in the body. And then above the body, we're going to connect with the cosmic energy and bring that light vibration in. So we're going to get really grounded, and then we're going to connect with the cosmic energy, your higher self, and the guides. So the first thing I would do is I suggest, and we are how many minutes in? Well, it's 12:26. I don't know what time. Okay, yeah, we're in about 21 minutes. So this would be where the healing is going to start in a few minutes. And so if you're just tuning in now, go back, like I said, and review what I talked about. And so we're going to move into the healing portion in just a few minutes. And we're going to give ourselves a healing, run our earth and our cosmic energy through our chakras, kind of clean out our space. We're going to clean out fear. We're going to call in manifesting and receiving, okay? And then we're going to send healing, cleansing the world of fear. And so if you have a particular person you want to send a healing to, that's fine, or a country. But I don't want you doing it. I want you to let the guides do it, okay? So we're just the channel. I don't want you taking on that energy, okay? And let the guides know best, but they can't assist people and heal people and help people unless they're asked. So we're asking, okay? So this is going to be really cool. And then we're going to let go and clear ourselves of whatever we healed, because that's what you do in healing, okay? Because I want you to feel wonderful and amazing and feel your healing, okay? And enjoy your healing, okay? So if you don't know what guides you're working with, or you don't know what you're sending, you can just send general healing to the world. If you don't know what guides, about my eclectic speaking, I jump around because I have so much information and it's channeled. So if you don't want, if you don't know what guides you're working with, it might be a good idea now to decide, or just work with Archangel Michael, because he'll protect you, and Metatron to ground you. Or then they'll work in tandem with your own personal guardian angels and guides that do healing. So this is specific to guides that do healing. Like I said, not your grandmother. She might protect you when you're driving, or bake a wonderful cake when she was here, or give you a recipe, but it's not going to do a world healing or heal your fears, because she's not trained in that. Although she's a wonderful energy to have around and connect with, and can give you guidance. This is different. Now, sometimes people feel warm when they call in these energies. They're very powerful. And you might smell something. You might feel a touch. You might just feel, usually with my healing, people feel really relaxed and aligned. We're going to come into alignment. And then people just feel really good, and then they just stay that way. Or they sometimes go into a healing process, and then you'll wake up the next day feeling really great. So depends on how much your guides think you're ready. The guides think you're ready for. Okay, so having made that decision of who you're going to work with and a general idea, so we're clearing fear, and I'm going to guide you through this. So now would be the time to put the kids in, put the video on pause, go put the doggy out, or if they're barking, or the kids in front of a video, or put your phone on vibrate. So sometimes people feel your energy changing, and like your sister, like, what are you doing over there? And just give you a call. So put the phone on vibrate, put the do not disturb sign on the door. This is your time to heal you. and the world, just that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to have you come into an energy center that's up here, the sixth chakra. I also want you to come into the heart. Some people are more in their gut getting intuition. Some people are more open and heart loving, and some people are more neutral and observers. So they're different places, but I just want you to experience what it's like to be in a different center of consciousness.